Hello, everyone, and welcome to Utilizing Employer Databases and Going Global, brought to you by the Webster University Career Planning and Development Center. In today's video, we'll be taking a quick look at a few helpful resources that you have access to as a Webster University student. The goal is to provide an overview and an introduction to accessing, navigating, and utilizing these resources in order to enhance your job and internship search strategies. We're going to briefly look at Sorkins and reference solutions, which are employer profile databases and can be used when you're initiating a job or internship search to help build a list of potential companies and employers of interest. We're also going to look at GoinGlobal, which is a resource specifically designed to help provide pertinent information to job seekers who are interested in securing opportunities working abroad. It can also be helpful for international students interested in securing job and internship opportunities here in the United States. So what are they? Employer profile databases include websites like Sorkins and reference solutions, which are resources that can be used to identify the companies and organizations involved in certain industries so that you can generate a list of organizations of interest who are involved with your desired career field or industry. Conducting employer research is an often overlooked aspect involved with a job and internship search, but can be really beneficial to first think about your desired role and then consider what companies or organizations are involved with the areas I'm interested in. You can use these resources and apply keywords and use filters to narrow down results in order to locate companies and organizations you might want to explore further. You can use filters like keywords, industry codes, and other information to sift through and identify those potential employers of interest. GoinGlobal is another great resource that Webster students have access to. As the name suggests, the focus is on international opportunities. And the resource provides students with career information revolving around specific countries, international cities, and international job and internship postings. You can access the employer profile databases through the Webster University Library website and select them from the drop-down menu in the Articles and Databases section. So if we click on Articles and Databases, first, let's take a look at Sorkins. This employer profile database mainly includes employers within the Midwestern United States, specifically in Chicago, St. Louis, and Kansas City. So if you go down to Sorkins, it will present this screen, and you can start the search by clicking on the red Start Searching button. And this includes the different regions. And for example, let's imagine you're an animation student here at the Webster Groves home campus, and you know that you'll be pursuing an internship opportunity in order to gain experience in the near future, but you're not exactly sure which companies you might want to target. This can be useful as you can first sort by the description keyword. So if we go with animation, click enter, that brings up the different organizations in the St. Louis area that you may want to explore further. And if you select those, go through, select the ones that you might want to look at and click view profile, that brings up a lot of great information. So you get to see the location and contact information of these different organizations. You'll see their revenue, employees, a little bit of a summary about kind of what they do, and along with some executives and folks who work there. Something else that you can use with Sorkins is if you find an industry code that really aligns with what you're looking to do, if you click on that, that'll bring up all the other companies in the St. Louis area that match that industry code and are similar. So that provides more information for you to go off of and more of an idea of different companies that you might want to target. So that is kind of Sorkins in a nutshell. You access reference solutions in very much the same way. So you would click on the articles and databases and select reference solutions, which used to be called Reference USA, and now it goes by Reference Solutions or Data Axle. So this is similar, and you would navigate similarly to how you would with Sorkins, but you would click first on US businesses and then advanced search. And so from here, you can select based on metro area and keyword or major and industry group. But for the purposes of this demonstration, let's imagine that you are a counseling student at our Columbia, South Carolina campus. You're interested in exploring different potential practicum sites or full-time job opportunities and want to look at different organizations that you might be interested in pursuing. You would first select the metro area. So you would select the state. Let's go down to South Carolina and then select Columbia. And then select keywords. So if you're a counseling student, you would probably start with counseling and include, from here, you could highlight counseling services, counselors, licensed professional. If you go down and include mental health clinics too. So that gives us an area to start with. And then if we hit view results, that will bring up all the counseling services that align with those different areas. So you can see there's 159 results. You can go through and then get more information, their website, their phone number. You can also, again, look at those industry codes and sort that way. But this is really helpful for generating some different ideas of companies that you might want to really look at and explore further if you are looking for internships or job opportunities and you're not exactly sure which companies are doing what it is that you're interested in. So that is Data Axle, also known as reference solutions. Finally, I want to take a look at GoinGlobal, which is accessible through your Handshake profile. And so if you're not sure where you're going, it's a little difficult to navigate to. So I wanted to create this video to show you exactly where to go to get to GoinGlobal. So this would be your Handshake profile would probably look something similar to this. If you navigate to Career Center, followed by Resources, and then GoinGlobal, and then GoinGlobal again, that will bring you, oh, let's try that again. There it is. That will bring you to the GoinGlobal main page. And from here, you can navigate to career guides, look for jobs or internships, or do some research in terms of looking at companies that have issued H-1B visas. And there's also an employer directory. But let's say you're interested in working in London, England. You could click on Global City Guides, select London, and that will bring up job search resources, companies you might want to look at, employment trends, also some cultural differences in terms of application materials and interviews, along with work visas, a lot of great information that can be very helpful if you are seeking job or internship opportunities in that global city or different country. So that is GoinGlobal in a nutshell as well. So I hope you found this brief video to be helpful, and don't forget to connect with the CPDC for additional assistance and resources. The Career Planning and Development Center assists individuals with exploring and defining their personal career goals while developing the skills and confidence necessary to succeed. You can explore additional resources, tools, and services on our website and Connections 2.0 page. Individual career advising is available for current Webster University students and recent graduates, and you can request an appointment with a career advisor through Handshake. Thank you again. Have a wonderful rest of your day.